Hey guys, welcome back to our first reading vlog of the year, which is exciting. I feel like you guys are a little bit high. So welcome to our first reading vlog of the year. I'm excited and a little bit nervous. I don't know if this video is going to be 30 minutes long or 10 minutes long. Today I will be reading and reading and reading until I find a 5-star read. And essentially how this video works, if you guys haven't seen one of these videos, is basically I pick books that I predict will be a 5-star, and then I will continue reading books until this video will end when I find my 5-star read. And you just know when a book is a 5-star read because it gives you that like you can't stop thinking about it for days after, and it just gets you giddy and you find yourself giggling at words on a page, and it's just, you find yourself like thinking these characters are real life people and you wish the best for them. So you know, if you know what a 5-star read feels like, and I'm on the hunt for one. I want to find a really good one for the new year. Even though it's December right now, we're still looking for some 5-star read for January, you know, because I don't think I'm gonna finish whatever I read until the beginning of January, but we will see. But I am starting off not so strong, I'm not gonna lie. Let me tell you guys what we're gonna read and let me explain myself. So I'm starting off this video with The Final Offer, and I am nervous because I literally, okay, I'm not gonna sit here and say I didn't like the first two. The first two were good, they just didn't stand out to me. They were just kind of there. But for my prompts, pick my TBR for January. If you guys haven't seen that, go ahead and check that out. This book got picked and I really need to get through it so then I can wrap up that series, because one of my goals for 2025 is to wrap up series so I can start new ones. But to wrap up series, and this is one of them that I've been in the middle of for literally like a year and a half, and I just haven't gotten to it. And this is the book that will complete it. And plus, a lot of people say that they weren't big fans of the fine print in terms and conditions, but this book, you know, so I'm really hoping that this is the book that does it for me, because I don't know, my expectations aren't high. I feel like I'm gonna give it like a 3-star, but then again, everybody says they love it and I want to see what the hype is. I don't really know what this is about. I know it's about Cal and then a girl, I don't know her name, but I know they were childhood friends to enemies to lovers, I think is the trope. And I think she has a kid. There's a kid somewhere in there. I swear there was a kid somewhere. So I'm a little bit nervous because I don't know how I feel about kids in books. They either make or break a book. So I don't know. The plot, I have no idea. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. Based on the cover, hopefully this doesn't take me forever, because there's a lot of books that I think will be 5 stars that I want to get to after this, because I don't think this will be a 5-star. I'm not gonna lie. I know it's not good to start off a video with a book that you don't think is gonna be a 5-star, but I just need to get it through, and this is the perfect video to do it because it'll keep me accountable. So I'm gonna read, we're gonna start off with The Final Offer. I'm gonna get cozy, we're gonna get into bed, we're gonna snuggle up, and we're gonna start our book. I'll probably do audiobook for most of it just because I really don't think I can get through 500 pages of romance. I just don't think I can do it, so we'll see. But I will see you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna get cozy, take a shower, and then we're gonna cuddle up into bed and start reading. I'm excited. I'm gonna get my crochet project ready and everything. I'm so happy I'm making bookish content again, because one of my goals for the New Year's was to start making content regardless of who's gonna see it and just make it for myself, because I love making bookish content and like lifestyle content, but I'm always so scared that nobody's gonna watch it. But like, who cares? Like, my goal for 2025 is to not care. But since one of my 2025 goals is updating and changing up my content, I'm gonna share with you guys how I'm planning to do so and how I've been doing so already. And that is through today's sponsor, which is none other than Skillshare. If you guys don't know what Skillshare is, I'm gonna share with you. Skillshare is the largest online community for us creatives, with thousands of classes led by industry experts across film, illustration, design, freelance, productivity, and so much more. Skillshare is what is gonna help you take your hobbies, career, skills, passions, or side hustles to the next level. Skillshare offers loads of classes to help you level up in whatever it is that you're interested in, such as entrepreneurship classes, crocheting classes, knitting classes, cooking classes, so many types of classes. And the one that I'm currently taking is all about how to utilize AI to create, plan, schedule, promote your content on all your social media platforms. And it's actually a really cool class. One of my favorite things about it is that it's organized into categories, so I can literally just find exactly what I'm looking for and kind of do it at my own pace, which is actually my favorite thing about Skillshare. You can do it at your own pace. Whether you want to dive deep into a specific skill or just get a little burst of inspiration, there's something for everyone across the board. And they have tons of classes on content creation, video editing, social media strategies, and so much more if that is what you're interested in, because it's definitely what I'm interested in. Plus, Skillshare has classes for all levels, whether you're just getting into it or you've been in the game game for a while. So if you're like me and you want to take your content to the next level, this is definitely the place to be. By the way, if you guys want to check out the class I'm taking or any of Skillshare's other classes, you can use the link in my description box to get a 1-month free trial on Skillshare. But the first 500 people to click my link will get access, so don't wait. If you want it, click it now. Get started today on honing your creative skills. I 10 out of 10 recommend. All right, let me actually go take a shower and start the book because I've been sitting around and it's time to start. I literally got cold and just, yeah. Let's start the book. Okay, hey guys, ignore how crazy I look. I have rollers under my bonnet, but I'm currently listening to the final offer. Okay, whatever, I can't get the angle right. But I'm listening to the audiobook. I don't know if I said that, and I've been listening to it as I've been crocheting, and let me see how far I am. I'm 22% through, and I've just been listening to it tonight. Why do I actually really like it? I was expecting this book to be like the other ones, because the other ones were like so surface level, like just billionaires having fun, or not having fun, I guess. Like grumpy billionaires, whatever. Like it gets to a point, you know. I read the whole Twisted series. It really gets to a point. But this one is different because I didn't know that this book battles with addiction. Like it talks about addiction and it gives you a new, like a whole perspective on it, and it's kind of like opening my eyes to addiction, and I really appreciate that the book is doing that. And I wasn't expecting it to be so deep. It's like, it's really good. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, it's really good. It has 5-star potential. I was definitely thinking I was gonna rate this book 3 stars, but the way that it talks about his addiction and how he's battling it, trying to stop, but like it like I don't know, it's just so, it makes the book so much more meaningful to me because it's not just as simple as he can't have her. Like he's battling with addiction so that he can be with her, and that just makes it feel so much like realer, if that makes sense. And I really enjoy that aspect of the book. I also really enjoyed the female main character's daughter. I thought I made that up, but she does actually have a daughter, and I'm like really loving her dynamic in the story because she's not like overtaking the story so far. Like she's not always there all the time, annoying child. Like she's actually adorable, and she like comes at the right times, and it's so sweet to see her interact with Cal. And it's just, oh my gosh, it's such a like adorable little story, and I don't know, I'm really enjoying it. And it's even, I think it has all the right tropes. Like it has all the right tropes. Not saying addiction is a trope, but like I'm gonna call it that for the sake of my example. So like you have small town, single mother, addiction, I guess, like alcohol addiction, and then second chance romance. That combo fits together like a puzzle piece. Like it works so well together, and I wasn't expecting it to work so well together. Something about characters with trauma really do it for me. Like it's something about that really does it for me. Like I'm just now attached to the characters. Like I can't relate to them in any way, so I don't really understand where that attachment comes from, but it's just, I feel so much more for them, and it makes me enjoy the story so much more. All this to say that I'm really enjoying the final offer, and I was scared. I've been avoiding that book for a year. Like I have been avoiding that book. I've been dodging and weaving it because I don't want to read it because it's so long, and I expected it to be like the other ones, even though people were telling me that it's way different. And it's true, it really is way different. It is so good. Like it's so good. Like I want to listen to it. I literally listened to it in the shower. That's how good it was. Like I put my headphones on, and then I put like my shower cap over it, and I was just listening to it in the shower. And I want to go to bed so bad, but I want to continue listening to it. It's just so, I don't know. And there's nothing even that special about it. Like there's nothing crazy going on. It's just so good. I don't let me kind of explain the synopsis because now I kind of get what it's about. So essentially it's about our main male character. If you guys have read the Lakefront Billionaire series, or like at least one of the books, then you know that their grandfather died and he left the 3 sons a will, and in each of their wills they have to complete something. So the first one was he had to like own Disney World or something, like the little fairy tale land that they owned. I don't know, they own like a Disney World. And so basically the first one is like he has to do something about that. The second one was an arranged marriage, and the third one is him having to sell the house that him and the female main character grew up in, I guess, kind of. I don't really know. It's like, it's a beautiful home that the grandfather owned, and the female main character's mother, I think she was like a maid there or a service, or like she like worked there, and so the girl lived there, and they had a really strong friendship growing up, and then they eventually like fell in love and created a relationship. And at the time he was really struggling. No, okay, I don't want to say too much. So basically they're together as teenagers, and then, or not teenagers, like teenagers to like a early adulthood, and then he ends up something ends up happening, and then he's struggling with addiction, and he ends up leaving her, not telling her why, just literally leaving her, packing his stuff up and leaving. And she tells him that she never wants to see him again, like, if you're gonna leave me, don't ever talk to me again, whatever. So then they split up, and it's 6 years later, and he has the will from his grandfather that's telling him to go sell the house. So he goes back to the house to sell it, thinking nobody lives there, but the girl lives there. So now they're kind of fighting, like she wants to keep the house and he wants to sell it, but they both own the house, so they have to kind of figure it out together, like, because she can't, or he can't sell the house without her permission, and she's not going to grant that to him. So that's kind of where it is. I made a really short story long, but I hope that makes sense. I'm really trying to like explain the plot in a way that sounds interesting, because I promise you it's way more interesting than it sounds. But it is so good. I'm literally eating it up. I am so tired. My back hurts. I'm so tired of crocheting, but I just can't stop listening to this audiobook. It is so good. Like, I'm eating it up. I really, really love the female main character. She is, I don't know what it is about her, like she hasn't done anything that's so crazy, but to me she's just such a girl boss. Like I just really love her. And she has a daughter. I think I said that she has a daughter. And yeah, it's so good. I'm gonna continue listening. I just wanted to give you guys a little update, and this might be the book that ends the video. I don't want to speak too soon, but it might be the book that ends the video. I don't know. I do not know, but I'm gonna get back to it because I'm really enjoying myself. Yo, okay, okay. Literally what I was thinking, like I was literally, like I wish I had proof, I wish I said it on camera. I was literally thinking, like, what if whenever they redesign the house, the people that redesign it are the people that are in Love Redesigned? Or Love Redesigned. And I was like, what if they're the ones that redesign the house, and that's like their story when they're fixing. And I don't know if I'm right, but he just called like the construction worker, and his name is Julian, and Julian's the guy in the purple book in Love Unwritten. I know this because I tried to read that book on my cruise, and I got through like 2 chapters before I realized it was a little bit too long for me at the moment. But like I don't even know the dude, and I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, I love to see like things like, you know, I really hope that I'm correct in my statement that those 2 characters in Love Unwritten are the 2 characters that build Cal and, I already forgot her name, and not Cal and the girl's house. Like what if they're the ones that redesign their house? And then the stories are like happening at the same time. I highly doubt that that's the case, but if it is, I'm a genius. I was literally thinking that, and I was like, I should tell the camera, but I was so cozy. I was like, nah, it's probably not even gonna happen. And he said, this is Julian Lopez. Oh, so I was right. I'm really liking this. Mind you, it's been 5 minutes since I last updated y'all, and I'm this geeked out of 5 minutes. Let me not speak too soon. I'm not even halfway through the book. Let me not speak too soon. Nobody told me how sad this book is. Like, I'm literally like, every time we're in Cal, let me change the angle because the lighting is kind of bad. Every time we're in Cal's point of view, like I want to cry because it's so sad that like everybody kind of hates him. Like everybody hates him for what he did. And nobody understands that he did it for selfless reasons. Like everybody thinks he did what he did for selfish reasons. And what I mean by what he did is like, I don't want to spoil it for if you haven't read it, but like what he did to Alana basically. And everybody is like what he did in the past to Alana, and everybody hates him for it, and everybody's so mean, and they like call him pathetic. And then he's like, in his head he's like, yeah, I am pathetic, like I'm more. And it's so sad because like he didn't do it for selfish reasons, and like people sabotaging him causes him to self-sabotage. And it makes me so sad because he's genuinely such a sweet guy, and he's not doing it to hurt other people. Like, he's doing it to hurt himself, but in turn he hurts other people, but he's trying not to hurt other. I guess this is kind of like what addiction is like, and you don't really see that perspective when you're not the one who's addicted. Like, if you, because, and also like if somebody else is having an addiction and you're just seeing it from like third person perspective, is that right? Third person? Like, if like my friend has an addiction and I'm getting mad at them because they're doing this and this, you don't understand like what they're truly going through. And that's why I appreciate this book, because it's showing me like what he's really feeling and thinking. And it's really sad because not even he can recognize that it's not him, it's his addiction, and he doesn't know how to separate the two. So he just thinks that he's a horrible person, and he believes these horrible things that people say about him, and it's so sad. And then it ends up spiraling, because then he drinks more, and then he's getting better, and then somebody says something, and then he feels the same, and then he drinks more, and it just keeps going in this circle. And like, oh my gosh, it is so sad. I think that this book really represents addiction well. I mean, I don't have any personal experience with addiction, so I couldn't say, but based off like what I see in the media, I just feel like this is a good representation. I mean, of course it's fiction, it's not like, you know, it's not that true, but I don't know, I just feel like it really opened my eyes, which makes me think like I do want to retry the Addicted Calloway series, because what I hated about that book was the addiction, and it made me so mad because I didn't understand. I think I was a little bit too young, but I didn't understand like why they were so addicted to the things that they were addicted to and how it was ruining their life. And I was like, just stop, like just stop, are you dumb, just stop. I didn't understand, which is why I appreciate this book, because it's really helping me understand. I don't know, I'm gonna have to retry Addicted Calloway. Maybe it was me or maybe it was the book. I need to retry it and figure it out for myself, but it's just so sad. Like, it's so sad. But I'm really enjoying the book. Like, I woke up and immediately put it on as I'm getting ready. And I just really hope that it has a happy ending, because this man is going through it. Like, he's going through it. And I kind of appreciate that it's like from the male perspective, because a lot of the times I feel like it's the female. Actually, no, I don't know, but this book is so good. Like, it's so good. And the fact that he literally calls alcohol his medicine gets me. Also, his relationship with Iris, I love it so much. Like, I forgot that they were friends before everything. And so as they're like communicating in this book, I was like, oh, I forgot y'all are best friends. Like, I forgot you were here before Declan. But yeah, it's just like the way everybody treats him. Like, I just want to like protect him. Like, he's such a pure person, I feel like, and he's just going through stuff. Like, he's just going through this disease, and it's not his fault. He goes through so much. Everybody's so mean to him. Oh crap. But he like goes through all this and nobody understands him, and not even he understands himself. And it's just, like, it's so frustrating, because like nobody loves him. He doesn't even love himself. Like, his brothers are mean to him. His dad is a horrible person. Alana is done with him. Iris is like the only person who actually like kind of listens to him and whatnot. And it's just so sad. Like, all right, let's see if this worked. I mean, there's y'all, I look like Michael Jackson. Oh my gosh. Yo, wait, hold on. I'll be back. I fixed the hair, by the way, just in case you were wondering. Okay, I've decided that I want to tab the book because A, it's so good, and B, I tabbed the other two, so it feels wrong not to tab this one. I'm putting pins in my hair to keep it out my face while I'm like looking down at the book, but I'm about to go through, and since I'm doing the audiobook, this is gonna be a little bit tricky since I haven't, you know, like I don't know what to tab, so I'm just gonna go through what I have read and kind of find some places I want to tab. I didn't realize how fat this book was, but let me find my phone so I can see where I am in the audiobook. And I just, this book is so good. It's so good. Hey Siri, where are you? Oh.
Here I am.
And is it just me, but like whenever I read a physical book, or no, sorry, whenever I'm reading an audiobook, I can't switch over to the physical book because I'm so used to the voices and like them reading it that it just feels wrong for me to read it. Is that just me? I'm gonna find some tabs to match the color. And I'm gonna listen to the audiobook while I do this. This is like my favorite activity. Okay, I'm gonna like literally skim through the beginning of the book, find some places to tab. I want to tab at least like 10 spots because I don't want it to be sparse because this is a big fat book. So I'm gonna tab them. they just casually pay Alana $5 million to give a recipe and then give her a job after that. Just like that. Look how much I have left. Honestly, I was kind of grateful for like the third act breakup because I was waiting for it, honestly. Like I was walking, everything was on eggshells, really. Like it was so good, but I knew something was gonna come. It's every single romance book, but this one specifically, since since the characters are so sensitive, and like especially Cal, like since he's so, like, you never know. And then Alana is also like very sensitive with him, and then he's very sensitive with himself. I was just like walking on eggshells the whole time. I couldn't even enjoy their time together because I was just like, he's gonna mess it up, he's gonna mess. So I'm fine. I'm glad that the third act breakup is in act right now, because now after this there better be a happy ending, because it can't get worse than this. We hit a peak, we're at the valley, but we're coming back up. So I didn't expect to finish this book in 2 days. This was on my January TBR and it's literally December 30th and I'm about to finish it. I have an hour and 56 minutes left of the audiobook. It's just so good. Like, it's so good. I don't know if it's a 5-star or not. I don't know. I'm gonna have to let it sit for a couple of days and then I'll come back and let you guys know. But, and also based on the ending, but like, I don't think anything can really happen from here to the end that will make me be like, you know? So, I don't know. I have to sit with it because, like, I don't know. But let me finish the book and then I'll decide. I'll decide how I feel once it's literally over and I can't, like, go back and be like, okay, back to my little fantasy world. Like, once there's no more play, then I'll know. I'll know if it's a 5-star or not. But for now, I was listening to my audiobook, having a grand time, and then some girl came in my ear. Hey, you have run out of audiobook hour listening time for Spotify. Anyways, I have like 30 pages left. I guess I'm gonna have to read it in the physical book because Spotify wants to run out of hours or whatever. But I'm gonna finish. Alright. Dad? I think it's safe to say this book was a 5-star. Cal. I'm gonna sit with it and I'll be back. But as of right now, this is a 5-star read. Like, this is a 6-star read. This book was so... I have to come back another day. Okay, guys. It's a couple days later. I think it's safe to say that we have found our 5-star read. I didn't think that this video would be this short. I'm actually kind of sad about it because I was kind of filming this video with the intention of it being long. So I wasn't really like, you know, I wasn't really like putting in like that much effort or going into depth because I was like, oh, 40 minutes long. Like, you know, they don't need like a bunch of detail because then the video would be super long. No. So we found our 5-star read. I'm still thinking about the book and it's weeks later. I love the book so much. It is a 6-star read. I loved it so much. It was supposed to be my January read, but I finished it in December. That's how good it was. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to redo this video because that was unexpected. Truly, like, if you go back to the beginning of the video, I was literally like, I'm gonna rate this book 3 stars. Like, I don't think I'm gonna... No, it's 6. It is so good. So good. If you haven't read it, please read it. Please go through all of the other books like I did to get to this one because it is worth it. It is so good. I loved it so much. I have such an emotional connection with the characters. And yeah, it's a 6-star read for me. I'm sorry, I didn't expect to love it that much, but it was just too good. Let me know if you read this book and what your thoughts are because it can't just be me. It can't just be me because, like, I was not expecting it to be that good, but it was so good. So yeah, I will see you guys soon with another video, and I'm definitely gonna have to make another part 2 to this video because didn't expect this video to end so quick. I was really expecting it to be like a 2-hour long video because I rarely find 5-star reads, but who knew it was on my shelf for these past 2 years and I had no idea. So I will see you guys soon with my next video, and until then, bye. I love ya.